Hey, my name is James Nicholson and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now in this video, I want to talk about, have interest rates peaked? Potentially they have, and we're going to dive a bit deeper into that, what that means for buy-to-let investors and homeowners alike. So while you're here, make sure if you haven't done already, you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification. We're nearly at 7,000 subscribers now, which is crazy. We're getting 80,000 views a month and we want to hit 100,000 next month. So how you can help us with that is by smashing that like button. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm. So do it right now. Smash that like button. That'll help. I'll wait. And then we'll jump into the content. So interest rates. What a year it has been. We had a base rate at one stage. This will be something we'll look back on and say, the good old days. Do you remember when we used to pay we didn't pay, but you used to have rates at 0.1% after the pandemic? It was crazy times, and unlikely that we'll see that kind of rate ever again in my lifetime, at least anyway. And so since then, we've had crazy inflation. And let's be honest, the UK hasn't dealt with the inflation as well as other countries. The EU, it's around 5%. America, it's at 3%. The UK, at the time of recording this, is at 7.9%, which is crazy. So because of that, we've had 13 back-to-back interest rate rises, which is absolutely insane. Now, it's looking like we're going to have another one. And so it's likely that at the next Bank of England meeting that the interest rates are going to go up by around 0.25%. And so we were looking at potentially having a rate of 6% plus, but now it's looking like we'll probably peak out at 5.75% if all goes well, which is a big difference. I mean, the Telegraph was saying that some places were predicting that we would hit 6.75%, which would have been an absolute shocker for a lot of people. So interest rates have risen at record speed. There's never been a time when they've gone back up that fast. And so that's hit a lot of people. Now, buy-to-let landlords get hit very hard because their payments are only interest. And so if you go from a 2% to a 4% deal, your payments double. You go from a 2% to a 6% deal, your interest triples. And so that makes a huge difference to monthly payments. That's why rents are going up at record rates and record numbers of landlords are leaving the market. So why would we think that potentially we're near a peak? Well, look, they know what's happening. So they know that in July last year, inflation was at X and prices had gone up that much. So we kind of know when we had a big month at the end of last year that went through that inflation will drop. And so we're at 7.9, we're expected to go down, and the target for the UK is to get us to 5 by Christmas. And so things are happening. The bank doesn't, I don't believe, need to raise rates anymore in order for the inflation to come down. It takes so long when they put the rate up to 5.5%, for example. Not everyone wakes up the next day and suddenly their mortgage is more expensive or their credit card's more expensive. They've already done all these rate rises that a lot of people are going to get hit by this next year or the year after, or even some people the year after that. And so there's such a lag on this data that maybe we've squeezed enough, tightened enough in order to push that inflation down. And what we're seeing is, because inflation did way better this month than we were expecting to go from 8.7, I think it was, wasn't it, down to 8.2, and we went to 7.9. That was really good news. And because of that, the market feels that we're not going to need so many interest rate rises. Now, the banks, they do have some sort of they do look at the base rate from the Bank of England, but they actually use something called a swap rate, and the swap rates did drop recently, and that's why this week HSBC actually dropped their interest rates. So remortgages and new deals are actually getting a better rate, even though interest rates are going to go up at least one more time in the UK. So this indicates that we must be very close to the peak of the market now, because you're not going to, as a bank, drop your interest rates if you feel by the end of this year interest rates are going to be at 6.5% or 7% or something crazy like that. And so banks just wouldn't do that. What they see is that they need to be more competitive in the market. And so HSBC's taken a lead and said, we want more business, because lending has slowed down dramatically. There are way less transactions happening, as in new sales, but also some people are sitting on the fence about their remortgage. They're thinking, what do I do? Do I wait for the rate to come down and they just sit on the variable, or they're just paralyzed by fear and just really haven't a clue where to go with that deal? And so if they start seeing better rates, HSBC will take a bigger percentage of the mortgage market than NatWest, for example, might. And so NatWest will then be saying, hey, we want to get our market share back. And so they will look to cut their rates as well. And this is what we're seeing now, is that banks are looking to get more competitive in order to get deals. Now, they're still going to make a ton of cash because there's great big fees on a mortgage, and there's all sorts of different things like that they make money on along the way. But if they don't lend you money, then they're going to start feeling it really hard in the next year or so. And so that's important for banks, is to keep lending. And so I feel personally that we pretty much are at the peak on what the banks will charge us. I think you're going to see another Bank of England interest rate rise. I think you might see one more, and then I think that will be the end of it. I think you'll have 2 more interest rate rises. I predict, so I'm putting this out there, and I could be wrong. No one knows for certain. I'm not an economist. This is just where I feel we're going. I think we'll have 2 more 0.25% rises. I think the banks won't pass all of that on to lenders. So new deals might see rates similar to what we're getting today. And that's a great indicator. Now, why this fills me with some sort of happiness is then we can start focusing on, right, this is what the interest rate's going to be for a little while. It's not going to just start crashing back down next week, next month, or even by January. It's going to take a while. They want to see inflation has gone first before they start dropping the rates. That's certain, right? That is very, very certain. Inflation has got to be way behind us for sure. So then it just gives us a rate that is way more predictable. And that's when you can start doing deals, right? So I've said in this market, I wouldn't dream of doing a flip. I've never done a flip. I've got plenty of friends that have and love them and done very well with them over the years. But flips, you need 2 things. Predictable money. So you need the money to be certain. You need to know, this is the rate I'm getting today. This is the rate I'm getting out on when I get out of this deal. And ideally, you want either a flat market or a rising market. And so what you don't want is a declining market or rates going through the roof. And so that will give some certainty to that kind of investor, but it will give certainty to all types of investors. So I use a strategy called buy, refurbish, refinance, rent. And so that's important to me. So I can do my numbers. I can say, right, this product's going to take me 6 months. That's probably where the interest rates are going to be in 6 months. Certainty is what we've been lacking in the market. When certainty comes back, that means it's full steam ahead and start looking for some deals, guys, because there are going to be some cracking deals on the market. And this is the time to really start learning how to do that and get invested. That's it from me. Let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think we're going to have any more interest rate rises? When I'm saying this, I'm talking about from the lender's side, because that's what you pay. Do you feel that the lenders have peaked at their interest rates, or do you feel they've got a lot more to come? Let me know in the comments below. Do check out all the other content on my channel, especially this video right here.